everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful and amazing day. This video is going to be breaking down what I believe is going to be for Wave 3. If it's not, it doesn't really matter. It's a breakdown regardless of products. It's going to be Hasbro'S Lord Spryzen. We're going to be talking about it, talking about if I believe what it has and what it doesn't have, and going in depth with it. This is through all my New York Toy Fair coverage. I went to the New York Toy Fair 2020, managed to get pictures, managed to do whatever I could. The only thing is that one of the other 2 packs, the bays were easy to get the pictures of because they literally had it out there. Spryzen, unfortunately, was in the display case, meaning I couldn't just look around the thing and actually look at a closer detail. So, use that information as you will. Now, to quickly mention, this channel does have memberships. It is an optional way to support the channel. There are obviously perks to it. Shout outs at the end of the month. You know, you get the idea. And, yeah. I just wanted to mention that. Just because, you know, obviously if you're 13 up, consider it. Otherwise, don't, because if you're younger, you shouldn't be on YouTube. You should be on YouTube Kids. But, not even just that, if you can't do the membership thing, that's perfectly fine. Your support regardless means the world. And let us begin. So, I tried to take as much as I could with the side shots for what the drivers were. Again, you know, for a lot of other stuff, it was easy to get, like the bays that we've already seen in the past were easy to kind of get the pictures of. So, Lord Spryzen, it doesn't look that bad. I don't know if I'm gonna get flack for saying that. By the way, On Guard is paired up with Monster Ogre, and Spryzen is paired up with Rocktivore. So I guess we're going to go in this order since that's how I had it. So with On Guard, I think the recolor looks sick. The green and the yellow look great. Actually a good recolor. Now for the actual parts for what it looks like, I do believe it actually does have Banshee, which is the new tip the Marigna had. Banshee seems like an alright tip. I don't really think it's that bad at all. Also, I might cover some other stuff in between this when I'm talking about it. But as far as Monster Ogre goes, Monster Ogre is the evolution of Ogre 04. Monster Ogre, I do like the color scheme that it has. I like the black with the green. Maybe you actually want to know what, I will say this. Maybe it should have been black with the red to go with the red, but whatever. Black, green, red, fine, okay. Kind of looks cool, kind of. I mean, I honestly would have had the green be red, or maybe have the actual ogre chip green, so you could have a whole thing with the green ogre, and finally the meme could be realized. But the actual parts on ogre is actually really interesting. It comes with outer in, I believe, Octa Hypersphere. That's what it looks like. So as far as the disc is concerned, outer is a solid disc. So being released in a 2-pack is good. The other release of outer was like what? They did release Orichalcum and a Switch Strike in Turbo, and they released On Guard that had outer. So I guess is it worth more than actually, you don't know what? Here's the irony actually. Unless you care about Quest Hypersphere, you would get On Guard and Monster Ogre in the same pack. So if you skipped out on Guard, or you couldn't get On Guard, Monster Ogre with On Guard, that's gonna be a good pairing, I guess. Yeah, because those 2 are in the same 2-pack. As far as Octa Hypersphere is concerned, would have been kind of wacky to see Octa with Octa Hypersphere if it had the metal on it. That would be really wacky. But Octa Hypersphere, I have no idea how it's gonna perform. I don't even know, like. I'm really trying to think, because I have not used Octa that much, so I don't even know if Octa, because it literally just has the shape of Octa, just more round. Like, I'm not too sure. Did Octa have good, like, I don't know, staying power, I guess, or what? Because I'm pretty sure, like, a lot of, the main thing going for Octa was just the fact that it all had all that metal on. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm wrong. But, yeah, it's really weird just seeing it like that. I have no idea. I honestly just have no idea. Next thing to add on actually with Lord Spryzen, before we go back to it, is the other bay with it, which is Rocktivore. Rocktivore is a yellow recolor, and I believe it has, I can't remember. Yeah, it has like this like really weird. It's like inside is gray, but the outside is black, and then they got the pink and the yellow. Yeah, it looks really wacky on it. Looks really wacky. Hey, but you wanna know what? All I need is a purple size pink Archer Hercules recolor so we can finally have a recolor of Archer Hercules that matches Ichika from Beyblade vs. Rise. Because I've been waiting so long. I only have a blue Archer Hercules, so if Hasbro ever does another 2-pack, just give me a pink or purple Archer Hercules. Actually, it should be purple, I'm pretty sure. But that's besides the point. Back to Lord Spryzen. Talking about, oh wow, this is actually a really good shot. I think the closer we got, it was more blurry. No, even that one's fine. All right, well, this is like the closest shot that we got of it. It is a little bit cut off, but besides the point. There is no metal on it, and there is no rubber on it, and there are no stoppers on it. First of all, if you don't know what I'm talking about, Lord Spryzen, first of all, I didn't even know about this when it was released until I realized after, like, oh wow, it actually has up stoppers as well. And it has two little, it's like right in the middle of Lord Spryzen, like when you're like twisting the disc, has two mini stoppers on it. So when you're twisting it, it actually makes it so it's really hard to burst it. Now the thing is, since how they handle Joker or whatever, okay, it makes sense, whatever, that they're not going to put the stoppers or anything on that. Is it going to hurt Lord Spryzen? Kind of. Honestly, the main factor is honestly like going to be the chip too. Because at least if the chip is tight, maybe it's not going to be too bad. I'm trying to think of how Spryzen, like how the Lord Lair base would be without any rubber on it. It's a little bit I'm trying to really think. Obviously, because like Lord with the rubber and everything, there's like a counter like the Judgment, because Judgment had the rubber and the Lord was able to counter stuff like he's and everything. But Lord without Zaya has no metal, Judgment has no metal for I have no idea how it's gonna work. I don't even know if it's gonna be. I can't even say it's gonna be bad or it's gonna be good because I can't even tell. I'm really trying to think. It should give like decent hits, but I don't think it'll be anything too special. That's like the most I can really think of to say. The one thing I do want to note, and this is something that I've tried to double check, I've even looked, I'm actually physically holding Lord Spriggan in my hand, the Japanese name, and looking at Lord Spryzen, I actually think that the chip is dual spin. People have commented this, and I have to say, it does look like it's dual spin, right? Because it didn't look like it was left or right, because when I was even talking about Lord Spryzen in the spin directions, and I think they were a little bit confused, so I don't know if Lord Spryzen's chip is actually going to be left and right. I have no idea. How they've been handling is that Devilos has been a single, like one's right, and then after you have to buy a race, one's left. I was going to assume the same was for Lord Spryzen. How does it... the way they can make it to where the Hypersphere release, I guess, has it be like both left and right compatible, I guess would have to be they take off like the, you know how like the Hypersphere thing has like, you know, like the circle and then after it has like the squares on it? I guess they'll just have to make it to where it's just the circle part so it can just fit through regardless. Because that's the only way I could think of it, which I guess would make sense. And also could still justify Devilos having the chip be not dual spin. Because if they're just going to do a race, because they have to do another release, just make one where it's just the left tip and one where it's just the right. Which I guess is fine. I'm really trying to like explain it and try to like understand with it. But yeah, to briefly go over the other stuff, there's a Asteroid Zootron release that has, what is that? There's Lore, Valor, I think that's Lore, the Cosmic Kraken disc. This is Galaxy Zootron, so if you are wondering, this is not Asteroid Zootron. If you are confused on, like, what do you mean? Okay, Asteroid Zootron is the one where it has the Galaxy Zeus gimmick of TAKARA TOMY. Hasbro's Galaxy Zeus, or Galaxy Zootron, excuse me, is the one where they just had it be like a just regular like lair. Like without any of the gimmicks or anything like that. But the thing is, before you said, oh my god, well that kind of sucks. Okay, here's the thing, it actually beats, like I actually did the battles. When I originally did the review of it against the actual Galaxy Zeus TT, and it beat it a lot of times. And it actually was pretty, I don't know why that lair got so much hate. Like, what was it? I think it was the, what was it? Guardian Kirbyus, right? And the Zootron one were actually pretty solid, funny enough. I don't believe that they're bad. I think they've been pretty good for the performance that I even think that the Galaxy Zootron one even beat Asteroid. a couple of times. And it was like back and forth between those two. So honestly, as a single, this is not even that bad. The tip is very wacky. I was gonna say it looks very similar to low Hypersphere. And perfect transition. They have the screenshot where I edited, trying to show all the tips a little bit closer. I definitely think Banshee's on guard. Rocktavore, I tried my best to get it. I couldn't get it. Ogre is definitely going to be, what is that? Octa Hypersphere. And Lord Spryzen, I don't know what the disc is supposed to be. I think it's going to have Blitz on it. I'm not saying it's confirmed. It was hard to tell. Possibly Blitz. The tip, I'm trying to think about what the tip is. I think the tip, and don't quote me on this, I think the tip is going to be Trick Hypersphere. Maybe. Or it's going to be where it's something like Dimension Hypersphere. And maybe it's just really awkward of a shape. I'm pretty sure that's Trick Hypersphere. I could be wrong. It's very hard to see it because there's no package of the thing. So packages are probably still being made, but yeah. So as far as we're going to talk about, okay, Monster Ogre. I feel like the monster, or whatever, first of all, the listing is called Monster, so if it ends up being a different name, forgive me, that's what the listing said. I believe, like, the layer base possibly kind of looks like it could be better than Slash. I don't know, I feel like just how the shape is and everything, it looks like it's a better, a better sword. Chip, obviously, we have to wait till we actually get it, but yeah. That's kind of it. I feel like Spryzen, if anything, will just be alright. Monster looks like it'll be solid. And the Zootron, I'm sure will be a solid release, considering. Even looks good as a recolor, by the way. And the other shots of the side there. And yeah, that's kind of it. Just the last thing to mention, I guess, if you're wondering, if you're a fan of the old generation, it seems that they're repeating Sling Shock, so it seems very limited. Probably this looks like, since I only saw, there is Dragoon, there is Drasil, there was Dronzer, and there was, there's Dragoon, Drasil, Dronzer, Drigger, yeah, Drigger, okay, there is this Drigger, right, that had Zeta, there is this Dragoon, that had, what was it, had that, Drasil, had Atomic, Drasil Shield, Dronzer Flame, I believe, or yeah. They, fun enough, I'm pretty sure they just picked the ones that they've already done up to. So yeah, that is it for now. Thank you all for watching. Tell me your thoughts for everything in the comment section. The real last thing to stand off, which I guess is really my only complaint for the Lord Spryzen thing. First of all, okay, whatever, they do the nerfs, because if everything in Turbo is nerfed, you gotta at least like use some common sense. They can't just put it. Why would they put the gimmicks all on Rise? Because then after that would completely make Turbo pointless, right? So as much as you don't like it, that's how they have to do the balances. Because if they're gonna do it like that, they have to make it have some sense, right? Unless you're using Achilles. Yeah, but just the deca on Lord Spryzen, not good. I'm sorry to say this. Like, visually, it doesn't look that bad, but it's just missing, like, you know how, like, Turbo Spryzen had none of, like, the stickers on it? It's literally just the same thing with Lord Spryzen, but at least, like, Lord just, like, looks good. But, yeah, wait a minute. There's just one thing I want to leave off with. With the Lord Spryzen chip, I just realized something. I'm pretty sure actually it is dual No, never mind. No, they just put the thing on top of the chip. They just put the little axe on top. I thought the axe was on the inside, and I was gonna say, never mind. Okay, for what I just said, that is it for now, 100%. Thank you all for watching. Have an awesome, amazing day.